proportion of a country's population is in prison or jail. Did you know the rate of prisoners in the U.S. is more astonishing than the rest of the people? It's BLS time, Sherry and Shuchi. As stated, through a handful of countries incarcerate a higher proportion of their population. The U.S. rate of incarceration is significantly higher than the rest of the world, including its closest neighbors, Canada and Mexico. Rwanda and Cuba sounds pretty high. Not good.
Guess what? We're the winners! The US has the highest incarceration rate in the world. African Americans in particular have incarceration 5 times of whites.
5 times? That's not a disparity. That's a whole math problem.
Food insecurity, housing instabilities, and reliance on public systems are also associated with crime imprisonment. Many scholars argue that mass incarceration continues earlier form of racial control, such as slavery and Jim Crow turned the prison system into a new structure that perpetuates racial inequalities. In regards to mass incarceration, black people were still targeted.
Whites, angry after losing the war, targeted black people who were largely abandoned by the federal government in the 1870s. For decades, black men, women, and children were tortured, terrorized, and killed by mobs and violent lynchings, oppressed by a system of racist laws and customs.
It got worse for colored people. Black people were racially segregated, denied the right to vote, education, and basic dignity, which became a very harsh reality for them, as they were humiliated, beaten, or killed for minor offenses. As for protesting, it got 10 times worse for them.
Still persists. Today, a presumption of guilt is assigned to many people of color who are disproportionately arrested, convicted of crimes, and sent to prison. African Americans are 6 times more likely to be sentenced to prison for the same crime as a white person.
Oh wait, it's actually 6 times.
Mass incarceration is often called the new Jim Crow, because many believe it's a modern way of systematically oppressing black Americans, similar to Jim Crow laws after slavery. Basically, some argue that mass incarceration has replaced Jim Crow laws as a tool of racial control. Here's why, such as discrimination. Even after release, formerly incarcerated individuals face discrimination in housing, employment, and other areas, making it hard to be integrated in society.
1 in 3 black males born today can expect to spend time in prison during his lifetime. Police violence against black people is so epidemic that civil rights demonstrations have shut down cities across the U.S. as thousands of people march to protest police brutality. Many states celebrate the era of slavery with Confederate holidays and by honoring the defenders and architects of slavery while ignoring the history of enslavement. The Equal Justice Initiative believes that racial bias remains a serious problem and is a direct and lasting legacy of American slavery and our failure to deal with the history of racial injustice. The Equal Justice Initiative seeks to foster an honest conversation about the legacy of slavery, about mass incarceration, and racial inequality and how it still affects millions of people today.
Hey, you're not really arresting me.
You have the right to remain silent.
I choose to waive that right.
Forms of disputes just erupt. So what happens to the communities when so many people are locked up?
Mass incarceration is a serious problem that we are becoming increasingly aware of. According to the PMC study, it destroys families, limiting political participations, and worsens economic inequalities.
Jail isn't just a punishment, it's a poverty machine.
A lot of these had to do with longer sentences. Some of these had to do with so-called 3 strikes laws, which basically said that if you got in trouble 3 times, you had to be in prison, regardless often of how petty those crimes were.
Exactly, and it hit Black and Latinos community the hardest. Unfortunately, it's still huge today. Even with a slight decline, the US incarceration rate is way higher than the most of the countries. Locking more people up isn't the answers.
A small glimmer of hope, 2024's violent crime rate was 53% lower than its peak 1991 level, and the poverty crime rate was 66% lower.
Alright, thank you for watching the video. I think everything is done here. I guess I will see you guys next time. Bye! Hold up. Before you close the video, I have something to show you guys.
Court sentences you to 90 years in state prison without the possibility of parole.
My life just got a hella easy, free room and board for life. Ha!
Court sentences you to 90 years in state prison without the possibility of parole. Court sentences you to 90 years in state prison without the possibility of parole.
Okay, what? 90 years? What did she even do?
You are hereby sentenced to 23,000 years in prison.
What? Oh, hell no! Hey, stop!
Alright, I guess that's the end for today. Bye!
Bye! I hope you enjoyed the video.